this morning was so rushed that I seriously did not record anything. It was Paul helped majorly with getting the first two kids off to school, and then he left for work at like 6:30. He must have court really early for him to leave that early, which is almost every day. And then I got Maggie ready for school, got her off to school, and spoke with her school bus driver. Her regular school bus driver went on maternity leave, and her regular school bus driver was like amazing. And then she has an amazing sub, but when her amazing sub isn't there, it's been problematic. And we've had some problems with this one other sub. And then yesterday was a little bit scary because usually I'm not waiting outside when Maggie gets home from school. Usually I like watch for the bus inside because it's winter in Michigan and it's cold. But yesterday we needed to take Patrick to ballet, and basically we had a teachers conference, a parent-teacher conference, the last one, yes. So it was like our third parent-teacher conference in the last week, and we got home from that, and it was like 5 minutes till the bus was supposed to be there, and the bus was late, so we all waited outside. And the bus pulls up, and I see Maggie, and she's like there's a seat that she's supposed to be in, which is the second seat from the front, and instead she's like bopping around the back of the bus, and she's not in her seat. And she like walks up to the front, she gets out of her seat, and she walks up to the front of the bus. And the thing is, it's in Maggie's IEP that she is supposed to be in a 5-point harness, because she is like brilliant at getting out of seatbelts. Like, we have spent so much money trying to get her to be able to sit in a regular seatbelt, and any device that is marketed to keep a child in their seatbelt, she easily overcomes and smashes and breaks and destroys. And so, I mean, like, it wasn't even a question at her IEP. I didn't even have to ask for it. They were like, 5-point harness on the bus required, yeah. And I was like, yeah. And they put it in her IEP, like, no question. There was they'd done this huge evaluation that included like OTs and speech people and a psychologist and an autism expert and all sorts of different people evaluating her, and no one was going to question that this child needs a 5-point harness when she is in a moving vehicle. It's just how it is. She's going to need it for a while longer. I hope that someday she does not need a 5-point harness, but that is not the reality that we live in right now. She needs a 5-point harness. So, in my head, like, I'm panicking that she can now undo a 5-point harness, because I know that if she set her mind to it, she probably could. And at this point, she just hasn't figured out that she's strong enough to undo a 5-point harness. So, that was all I could think of. And the bus driver gets out of the bus and is yelling after me, this other bus driver who I think that it is the bus driver that I've already had a negative experience with. I'm like 99% sure that it's the bus driver that is like one of the only people in my entire life that I was actually upset about what happened with Maggie, that I actually made a phone call to complain about already, because she already did something really, really bad that I'm so upset about that I'm not going to be talking about right now. Like, I'm not a person who calls and complains. I can probably think of, I can't even think of another time in my life that I've called and complained about something. So it was a really big deal. And I'm trying to give her another chance, and this happens. And so she blocks the back of the driveway with the bus, and she comes off the bus, and she's yelling as I'm trying to get Maggie into her seat. And she keeps yelling, and I can't hear what she's saying because my car is running and the bus is running, and I can't hear her over the bus. So, but she's like urgently yelling, and so I let go of Maggie, and I go back over. I'm like, I'm sorry, I can't hear you. What do you need? And she's yelling that she needs me to search her Maggie's bag right now, because she thinks that Maggie has taken this thing off of the bus that she needs. Maggie's taken part of the bus. So I search Maggie's bag right there, and Maggie like pops out of her little car seat and is running around the driveway, and I have to stop searching Maggie's bag and get Maggie and get her into her car seat. I search her bag. It's not there. She needs me to check the extra pockets. It might be an extra pocket. I search Maggie's bag again. It's not there. I tell her it's not there. She goes back on the bus, and this is how I discovered that Maggie's buckle buddy is, or that she had put Maggie in a buckle buddy. And then she finds the buckle buddy on the bus, and then she needs me to search and see if I can find the cap. And by then I know, like, we do not have the cap. We do not have it. Can I search Maggie's jacket? I search Maggie's jacket. I don't have it. And so she gets back on the bus, and she searches the bus for it and blocks my driveway for another 5 minutes when I'm sitting in the car, like, I've got to go. I've got to go. And the whole time I'm sitting there, like, does the buckle buddy, like, keep the 5-point harness on the bus? Because I'm not really sure how this works. I haven't been on the bus. I don't know how the bus, I don't know if, like, is there a belt that belts the 5-point harness on the bus and that she had unbuckled the 5-point harness from? Because I don't know. I don't know how it works. And, like, is the buckle buddy, like, over the the bottom of the 5-point harness? Is that how she got out? Can my kid that can get out of, like, any lock, is she going to be able to get out of her 5-point harness in our car now? It's like all night long I'm thinking about it. And I'm thinking about it this morning. And when the bus gets there this morning, I'm like, please not her, please not her, please not her. And it pulls up, and it's like the good sub. It's the good driver that I know and that I've been talking to all for the last month or two. And when she gets there, I said, hey, can I ask you a question? Yesterday when Maggie got home, she was out of her seat, and she looks like horrified. Of course she looks horrified. She's a good bus driver. And she was like bopping all around the bus, and I tell her what happened, and she's looking like increasingly more horrified and distressed. Because, I mean, her job is to drive Maggie to school every day and has been for the last month. She is a special ed bus driver, or at least she has been. She drives like 2 kids to and from school. I mean, she's driving Maggie like 60, 70 miles a day. Like, this is, I'm sure she's kind of bonded with this kid. She cares about Maggie. And so she's like horrified. And she goes, it was on the note, like there's a chart. It says she needs to be in a 5-point harness. Like, it was clearly written. There was no reason for her to be in a buckle buddy. And I asked her, I was like, so that means, I just wanted to make sure. I wanted to make sure that it was like not part of the 5-point harness and I was just misunderstanding. And she was like, no. And so she brought me on the bus and she showed me, and she was like, the other 2 boys who I drive, there's 2 boys that I drive, and they wear buckle buddies. And this is what the buckle buddy looks like. It's this little thing that goes over the buckle, and it has a little screw cap on it, which, oh my gosh, yeah, Maggie can undo a soda cap, so she can undo that in 2 seconds. And Maggie is the kid that Maggie rides in a 5-point harness because she can undo that easily. And she showed me like how Maggie goes in her little 5-point harness. Maggie just sits down. I mean, it's not like she fights you. She pops into her seat and she puts her arms through the harness and you do the buckle, and it's easy because Maggie loves routine, and that's part of her routine, getting in her harness. When she gets in our seat, it's not like she fights me for a second. It's part of her routine. She's generally pretty upset if you go off routine. Okay, that is like the understatement of the century. Then I emailed Maggie's teacher and let her know that it was the same bus driver that we'd spoken with previously, because after the previous email they were talking about doing a training because it was that bad. And just that what had happened, and that I would be checking on my end to make sure that Maggie was going to be going into a 5-point harness when it wasn't the regular bus drivers that we know we can trust, and that I wanted to let them know so that they could check on their end too. Which, I mean, I'm sure everyone hopes that they can trust the bus driver, but apparently we can't trust all of the bus drivers, especially this particular bus driver who shouldn't be driving this particular bus. Maybe she's a fine bus driver with like neurotypical kids, but I really don't want her driving my kid after this second. I can't think of like a way to put it that doesn't involve bad words right now. I've got nothing. I'm really mad. I just like, she's screwed up there. That'll be the PG way to put it. She screwed up majorly twice now with my kid, and like, okay, for upsets me is that she told me, and I'm still like totally blown away that she told me this, like that she didn't lie. I guess it's good that she didn't lie, but like, oh my gosh, yeah, this thing is not stayed in place. Like, okay, so the kid got out of her seatbelt right away. Wouldn't you like pull the bus over someplace and like correct that? I don't get it. I don't get why she didn't like stop the bus and put her in the harness that she's required to be in. That's what I don't understand. Anyway, wow, I've just ranted for 11 minutes and I'm almost to my doctor's appointment now, where hopefully the doctor will be able to do something about the migraine that I have. I'm going to osteopathic manipulative medicine where they work on my back, because I ruptured L5S1 in college, and I go for adjustments to my back, which are very, very, very helpful. And sometimes when they work on my back, it helps my headaches. But I imagine this is probably like a stress headache that has managed to get through my migraine medicine, because it's stress. It's totally stress of this week, of this. Yeah. And yeah, it's something that you wouldn't even think of. I mean, it's not something I would even think of with my other kids. I do have 2 other kids that ride the bus, and I don't even think about this sort of things with my other 2 kids, and it's totally something that makes me sick to think of with Maggie, because there are a million ways she could get into trouble on a school bus without a 5-point harness on. And they're dangerous. It's dangerous not being strapped down in a moving vehicle on the freeway. I was sitting there like last night, like, did she get those doors open? The driver wasn't fast enough to pull over. Did she get the emergency exit open? Anyways, and that is the beginning of our day. Oh my gosh. There we go. Thanks for coming along with me so far. This is like its own post. It's long enough to be its own post. That's not what I'm intending for today. So, here we go. Okay, so now we have another fun little thing that's happened. And that is that I have a doctor's appointment, and I was like going to get there at exactly the right time that I needed to get there, and instead there is a detour and the road is closed, so I might be late. And this is an office where if you are 1 minute late, they cancel your appointment and you are not allowed to see your doctor. So that's a problem. I am hoping I'm going to get there on time, because the road that I take every single time I go to this doctor's appointment is totally closed. That is not helpful. Thumbs up for you and me. That's not what you said outside. Yeah. Mom. Delphi. What you up to, Tess? Read the book. Hi. Hi, guys. God made you how?
He made me for, and he knows I love talking, so he made me talk all the time.
He made you never stop talking, you mean?
Yeah.
This is what he tells me.
Yeah.
I have a migraine that I've had all day. It's a little tiny bit better. This is why there hasn't been much filming. Because I came home and I managed to make them lunch, and I like came and laid down in the not very dark room, because it's not very dark in this room, even with the shutters are closed, and this is like dark. No, it's not dark. And I said, it's like And he came in here and found me and laid down next to me, and he keeps meowing. This is like me after all the Advil and Tylenol. See, I've preventative migraine medicine, but I don't have any like... Shh, kitty, no meowing, okay? I don't have any migraine medicine to take when it actually happens. And I said, you're like the little thing that won't stop talking. And then you said, then what did you say?
God, baby, never stop talking.
Because he knows you like talking?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what's going on here.
That's what's going on here. Oh my gosh. I have to take him to gymnastics in like half an hour.
I'm eating myself.
Oh my gosh.
This is a yummy finger. That was a yummy finger.
Why are 5-year-olds so weird?
Because that's how God made them.
Everything. Okay. Yeah. Wait. I know it's so funny. And the mail's kind of exciting today. We got something from ThreadUp and something from Zulily. And usually when I order from either Zulily or ThreadUp, it's because I've gotten credit from somebody going through one of my referral links. And that's why I order. My guess, if I have something from Zulily, it's probably because, let's see, it's a mermaid thing. Yeah, I ordered this a while ago.
Is that Maggie?
Yeah, the reason Maggie only pretty much wears mermaid clothes, and I keep Maggie in mermaid clothes pretty much almost exclusively from Zulily because they have a lot of mermaid clothes. So mermaid dress for summer for Maggie.
Is that one also for Maggie?
Nope, the other one is not. Here's some. I have tea. So dress for Maggie from Zulily. We have a lot of mermaid clothes. You did just get like 4 cute dresses when we went shopping. Okay. James.
Hasn't drunk at all.
James. And then, now, I do love ThreadUp's packaging. This is from ThreadUp, and this is because someone had bought something, so I had a $10 credit, so I went on and I found this was like a $7 shirt. I'll have to see how this fits.
Mommy, I love tea now.
You love tea?
He found
What do you think, Sadie? Is it me? I didn't realize it was... We'll have to see what it looks like on.
Mommy.
But not right now. Because right now, where are we going? To gymnastics. Oh my gosh. Ready, set?
Go.
What was that? What are you doing?
I made the EXO. Do you remember my old parents?
Okay, we are your only parents.
Okay. I mean the ones when I was a baby.
Okay, we are still your only parents.
Why do you don't remember?
Because I had you. Because I gave birth to you.
Oh no.
Because you came out of my tummy.
Boop.
You were so silly.
Molly, quiet.
Can you what?
I spent going on your phone. Be quiet.
Right now? Yeah. What's going on back here, Tessie? What's on your head? What did you put on your head? Whoa, toe tag. Boom. Oh. That's so silly. Okay, so gymnastics is over. We are home. We had dinner, and I did end up with an update from Paul. And that is, he called the bus company just to he called the bus company and talked to them just to make sure that everybody there knows that it's in Maggie's IEP that she is supposed to be in a 5-point harness, that whatever they call a star harness, and they were super serious about it, and they're going to have a talk with all of the drivers to make sure that all the drivers understand that it isn't optional and that she is to be in one of those harnesses anytime that she is on the bus and the bus is moving and they're getting ready to go, that she goes straight into one of those harnesses all the time from now on. So that's the update. So that's good news. Can't really believe it happened to begin with because, I mean, yeah, who drives a bus down the highway for 30 miles with a kid running all over and doesn't stop and fix it? I'm still annoyed, but hopefully this will be the only time that this is an issue, and yeah, we won't have to deal with it again, I hope. And that is my little update to that whole situation. Tomorrow, Tessie goes in for her her third. Okay, Tessie goes in for her first post-diagnosis, autism diagnosis, OT evaluation. She's had a few OT evaluations before this, so this will be her first OT evaluation before she starts getting like OT for autism. So that'll be cool, and I know the OT who's doing it. She's Maggie's old OT, and she is like super, super awesome. I really like her, so I was super excited when she was the one who called, and I'm hoping that means, I think it means that she will be Tessie's OT, so that's great news. And yeah, good night, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.